This broadcast is inappropriate for all ages, right here on the Watch Spot. I am Kamurai, and I'm here to talk to you about things and stuff I've been watching this week. We're going to start off, as we usually do, with but the company Rooster Teeth. Yay! They had some big things going on. The first thing I want to note, though, is the Patch Game Club. We waited 2 weeks for Bastion. I feel like we shouldn't have. Everyone could have just played it when they wanted to play it and talk about it. They should have substituted it if they were gonna do a delay like that. I don't know. I just don't feel like it was as big a thing as they made it out to be. Like, they definitely all wanted to play it. I get that. You can play whatever you want, whenever you want, almost. Because they do play games for a living, so the time that you can stay sane and play games, they've got to allocate as they can. Yeah, it is what it is. Oh, it's burning us. Okay, they had a weird thing on there. Do I want to mention that yet? One of the cutest RTAs I've seen in a while. It's amazing, like, what a 2-minute video can do for you. But like, it is Bernie talking about how he and Ashley went to Europe and they couldn't like eat at certain times, and apparently Ashley gets grumpy if she doesn't get food. Because Europe's just different. They have certain times where they can eat and you can't, and it is what it is what it is. Hey, it's just not here. But that's got a really funny setup, punchline, conclusion, etc. No new $1 million, but no new on the spot because it's on pause, I think. It's Kitty. I pull up the no for some reason. Oh, Sports Ball! Sports Ball is now a thing that you can watch through Rooster Teeth. I thought it showed up on the no, but it may be off Rooster Teeth. No, it's off the no. You have to go to the home page for the no, though. The no.tv. And you can see it not in the drop-down menu. Oh, you can see it on the right. Oh, it's live right now. Well, if you're watching this after the fact, you're watching this after the fact. So it'll just be a matter of time before Sports Ball gets its own drop-down menu. I'm sure they're working on that. I said it was the season finale, and I thought it was really lackluster because, like, normally they make a big deal about it. They do special event stuff, and it was because I was wrong. It was just such a natural conclusion that I was stunned that they weren't making a bigger deal out of it. Oh God, how do I say this? The finale wasn't the finale. The episode 19 was the finale. I don't care how they dress it up. 19 ended the season. 20 is the first episode of the next season. If you look at any of the previous seasons of Red vs. Blue, if you look at how shows end, they end different ways. If you look at natural existing story arcs, the story arc ended on 19, and then 20 was just a setup for the following season. So it might as well be episode 1 of the next season. And that's what I would have rather they did. I would have rather they would have ended 19 and even shown the first episode of the next season to get you ramped up for it, and then they can re-release it later and start the season on time. That's what they should have done. That's just my opinion. I'm one person who likes their story arcs to end because I would think up to this point they've done a really good job about that, but now I get to complain. So I'm not exactly upset that I get to complain because I enjoy complaining to a certain degree. I forgot to pull up stuff for Geek and Sundry, but the biggest points is that the vlog is officially on hiatus. The tabletop was already on hiatus. I don't know where Titan's Grave is because I've been trying to... I keep letting things get in the way. This is completely my fault. Trying to catch up on Heroes of Awesome to get the bad summaries done so that I'm current with that, as well as Dominions of Estland, which the second episode aired this past Sunday live. The chat is good as always. If you are ever in that and you see me in there, feel free to say hi and do whatever the virtual smack me in the face is. But Cooperative is still going strong. They had a thing this week. And then I will jump back to Tabletop RPGs. It was just two... Oh, This is like a puzzle game that Ryan just destroyed Felicia at. Okay. But yeah, so I was real happy to see Dominions of Esland. It's taken off pretty smooth. Minor technical issues, both episodes, but those will smooth out and go away. We should see there's some rebranding hitting in the third and fourth episodes to get them talking. And I've noticed it in the tweets now. He started to drop the Heroes of Awesome from it, because there is only one Heroes of Awesome, and that is the Heroes of Awesome. And this is the Dominions of Esland. And if they want to say the Heroes of Esland, then fine. I think that's a little grandiose. Both parties, it's very funny. Like, the term heroes does not seem to make an impression on either party. It's like, we're going to do some good, we're going to earn some coin while we do it, though, and then we're going to have some fun, and then maybe we'll get to the good. Yeah. But I would say the party in Esland, or Norcia, I think is what it's called, is definitely doing more good than the Heroes of Awesome have. They've fought some stuff, they've killed some stuff, and but it's all in theory to the good of Mr. Wellington, and that little nameless town where the Wolf Claws Tavern is, or whatever it is. So it's not necessarily any known good. And like Misty said, she was happy to stay in her little castle, but maybe they saved her. Maybe they freed her little mind. Twilight Chorus. I keep letting myself get messed up here, too. I was trying to avoid it forever and a day to watch Part 5 and let myself get interrupted. I like watching those in their blocks. And it's even split into 2 parts for whatever reason. I think he's just trying something. But I went to do laundry. I let myself get distracted, so I'm going to try to catch up on it tonight, I think. After I think I'm going to stream a game, and then I'm going to start it back up, because my laptop, that's what I'm staring at, needs some work, one way or the other. So I got to figure out exactly what's wrong with that, and then go from there. I don't know what else to talk about on YouTube. Like, I try to think of things every week to talk about YouTube, but mostly it's podcasts that I listen to while I'm at work, because it's sanity. But I don't know. There's just not a whole lot going on there. Oh, that's right. That's what I wanted to mention. I did kind of lose my mind. Someone left a comment on one of my Facebook posts from my live tweet on Heroes of Awesome Sunday night. And what happened there was it was like Ascending Stones. Someone had said something about Ascending Stones. It was like, Ascending Stones is when they retract, making a joke about your nuts. I'm funny. No. And then someone actually commented on that. They were like, well, hang on a minute. And he went and found the Game Grumps episode where they were playing King's Quest VI. And they happened to be walking up Ascending Stones or whatever. Hi, CT. No? Okay. That's your butt. So that was really funny, but then I felt compelled, because I forgot they'd made games that were that crazy once upon a time, and that I actually enjoyed them. So I actually ended up watching that entire playthrough, and then watching King's Quest V, because it's what popped up next. And that was really mostly because I was sick, and I was just like, don't feel good. Game Grumps make not grumpy. Or at least as well as they can. I got Unforgettable in, supposedly. I think it's in my mailbox. I have to go get it. But this is a show that I think I wanted to see, but it looks like a murder mystery, and I don't know what the catch is. I don't know why I wanted to see it. So hopefully that's something I can talk about next week. I've got some things to catch up on, namely RPG shows. Though I did watch a couple things on Netflix as well. See, this, I feel like I don't have an excuse, because I will put on a series and walk away from it. Or not walk away from, but start doing things and I'll forget I have other things to watch. Spooksville. If you ever watch Are You Afraid of the Dark? What was it, Pete and Pete, maybe? Erie, Indiana. There was a wonderful show on Hulu. No, Amazon Prime. That's what it was. That again, it felt like a show that maybe I'm too old to watch, but I didn't care, so I did it anyways. Gordimer Gibbons' Life on Normal Street. That's what that one was. But this one is Spooksville, and this is high schoolers. The other ones are like middle schoolers. But it was very much that Goosebumps, Are You Afraid of the Dark feel. Yeah, so if you like those, check this out. There's kind of a almost what's his name? It was the OCD detective, Monk. There's a guy there. There's a kid there that's super smart, but he's kind of weird that way. He's on the spectrum, if you will. And then there's the almost not antisocial, but the very aggressive can-do-well girl. And then there's the new brave kid who just doesn't know any better. He's not necessarily like that brave. He just doesn't know that maybe this all should be things that should kill me. And then there's their witch friend. That's such a fun group to talk about right there. But there's one season, and it's pretty good. It's actually pretty compelling. It's got a pretty nice story. I think if you had expanded that story out to any age group, I really think it would have worked pretty well. And then I think I got in a horror mood after that. I was like, let's watch something more serious. The Happy House. This was the one where it's like this couple goes to a bed and breakfast, and they think that the innkeeper or whatever is going to kill them if they break the rules thrice. And it turns out there's a escaped fugitive or something on the loose, and he shows up because that's what's going to happen. It's not a spoiler. As soon as you hear that, you're like, well, he's gonna show up. And there's lots of terror around what he used to do and what he's done in the past. And then they have to deal with him, and it's a movie that may or may not have a happy ending. That's all I'll say, because you should watch it. If you like horrors or slashers or whatever, you definitely watch it. It's good. It's very interesting what they do tactically. I'm still not a fan of getting flashlights or candles. I think it's fucking dumb. Just let your night vision adjust. If you can, throw a flashbang at them, but don't turn on beacons so they know where to aim the gun. It's dumb. Kill Me 3 Times. Simon Pegg. I don't know what he was. He was like spying for like a drug lord or something on this weird, very train spotting. Was it train spotting? No. Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, and Snatch. It's very much like that feel of a movie, because cross with Pulp Fiction, but I don't like Pulp Fiction because I like the other two because they tell the stories consecutively. They just tell different branches and they all meet. And maybe you're not sure exactly where, what, or how they parallel, but they parallel, and they meet, and they expand from there. Pulp Fiction was the one story that just cut up to give Samuel L. Jackson a good speech at the end, and that's how you Tarantino a movie now. Okay, I'm going to get over that eventually. But I don't remember the end of Kill Me 3 Times. I probably need to go back and watch it again. I just know there was several attempts at people killing one another, and I don't remember which ones were successful and which ones were not. So we will end Netflix there. I say I'm trying to catch up on things, and then I don't believe myself because I'm looking at what I went through. After the X's here on Hulu, I don't know where I got this from. I want to blame Dodger Lee at press start continue or dexterity bonus, because I don't know where else I get anime suggestions. Oh, I was watching YouTube things, or listening to them rather, the top 10 whatever, and Guy Ray Zero came up, and I'm pretty sure I've seen this before, but this does one of those stupid in media res things. I say stupid, it's not horrible, but I don't like the way they did this one. They tell the middle of the story, but they don't do like the amnesia thing. That's normally associated with in media res. But they give part of the middle of the story, and then they flash back to the beginning of the story, and they do it fairly quick. So I'm kind of nitpicking because they do it within the first 3 episodes, I think. And I want to say, so I want to say the first 3 episodes are in the middle. Then it starts back over at the beginning, and then when it catches up to the middle again, I think it jumps over a lot of the things that happen in the first 3 episodes, and it goes on to the end of the story. And it's only 12 episodes? 12 episodes. It's pretty short for an anime. It's short compared to some anime. Let's say that. But 12 seasons is a good number of episodes for an anime season. I'd say 25 is a long episode or a long season, or it's actually 2 seasons scrunched into one. Sword Art Online. I still maintain that Elfheim and Ankrat are 2 different seasons. It doesn't make any sense that they're the same season. But, okay, so the whole point is that evil can get put into stone, or power can get put into stones. Power causes corruption, and so it turns people evil, or spirits evil. So there's squads that are designed specifically to deal with evil spirits. It's very Final Fantasy Spirits Within, if you think about it like that. But no Gaia principle. So there's people who have special sight power, and they're the ones that are selected for training, and it's hereditary, so their families continue or pass on the responsibility from one to the next. So there's lots of political infighting because Japanese are famous for that. And then there's lots of cool weapons and superpower type things, and there's even things with spirit animals where they will summon monsters to fight on their side. Oh, this has a different name. Okay, I want Tux. God. Tail's too fluffy for the camera. There was a different name. It is Boko wa Tomodachi ga Sukanai. And I know that's very familiar to everyone. Everyone knows that title. But you could also call it Haganai, apparently. This caught me because somebody played like a 1-minute clip of it. And I was just like, I want to watch that. And it was just like a high school classroom or whatever. One girl was on the phone. And then every time the word meat would come up in the conversation from the other person, she would say meat or mitu or whatever the word was, but it would say the English version was meat. And then like as she kept saying it, the one girl would just get really upset, and then eventually like she like slaps the phone out of her hand and like throws a big fit and then runs out of the room. I was just like, I'm watching that, whatever that is. And Hulu has the first 2 episodes dubbed. So it's called Haganai on there. Or you could look for it under Boko wa Tomodachi ga Sukanai. And it's got all the subs, but I can't sit there and just read. I've got to do other things, like I've got to fix this laptop. I've got to like beat this cat to death. And make a hat out of them. That takes a very long time, so I have to wait and schedule it, and I keep putting it off, but eventually it'll happen, Tux. We'll kill you, make a hat out of you. I'll look like Daniel Boone. Yes, you're very happy about that, you are. Okay, so CBS. I am up to date, and I don't know why, because I expected to be behind again for this. So let me go over these 2 episodes really quick. I don't know why they weren't out. Tux, I swear I'm going to start giving you baths so this doesn't happen on camera anymore. No, Okay, I swear to God, between when I got home and now, the episode of Under the Dome posted. Because the last one I watched was Love is a Battlefield, and that was the one where people were jerks, I think. But that's on Amazon Prime, so I should just start leaving that for Amazon Prime discussion anyways. But Zoo, let's see if Zoo posted as well. Nope, Emotional Contagion. And that was the one where the guy is hijacking them to get on the plane with the animals, and they're running from, like, the FBI, and some very stupid things happen. I'll go ahead and spoil it because this show's fucking weird enough. The animals are apparently being able to communicate through pheromones or something. Like, it's very much, this is going to go Gaia principle. It's going to end up being like the Earth is acting as an organism and using smaller life forms to fight off an infection, which is the human race. That's what it's going to be. But what was happening in this episode was there were a bunch of African animals that they rescued from a zoo, and then as they were fleeing from the FBI, somebody on their side was trying to shoot at the FBI people, and Toussaint did not want there to be responsible for any more deaths of legitimate FBI people. So she dove on them and they fell out the airplane. Why are you so noisy? Just be a kitty, and I'll deal with you in a second. So that was Emotional Contagion. Under the Dome. I'm gonna have to watch this other episode after this now. I can't pet you anymore. I don't know why, but your dander's horrible today. So Love is Battlefield. I know that Barbie is trying to save the kid for whatever reason. He's been trying to do that. And he wanted to free Eva, but he realized that wasn't going to happen. She's too far gone. But maybe he could save the kid. But as soon as, the kid hooked up to Eva, they became very clear that, that wasn't going to happen either. And so now they're just kind of like, oh, we should probably just nuke the town and get out of here and save ourselves. So they're trying to make that, or some form of that happen, where they can save themselves and save whoever they can, but it's become very clear that, their maximum casualties are going to happen, essentially. So hopefully incandescence. Okay, we're going to start a clock. That'll be good. That'll be good for an episode. So that's that, and I will leave that open so I can watch it later. So on TV Land, I am now watching The Gaffigan Show, The X's, and I keep seeing advertisements for the Impastor and Younger, and I have no idea what Younger is at all. An Impastor apparently is some guy pretending to be a priest. I recognize a bunch of people from low-level side characters, but I can't bring myself to really jump on it. Just with time constraints, it doesn't seem like a great idea. And I think I just clicked on a bunch of things that are going to run video, so I apologize if sound is going to happen. HBO Now, I still have my subscription for some reason. I'm not going to argue with it. I may try to squeeze a couple things out of this. Wild apparently is a movie that I wanted to see because I just remember Reese Witherspoon having a movie a while back, and apparently that was what it was.
Buddy, if you're interested in women, you don't need to drive to North Judson.
This season of Younger,
you're having an affair with Dora.
Join us on Facebook to tell us what you loved about season 1 and
there
what
was
you
something.
think will happen next.
All I'm asking.
This is why you don't autoplay video. You idiots. So fuck TV Land for that. And fuck Twitter, by the way. I keep trying to clear things off my phone during the day, and I'll click on something just to double check to see what it is, and it turns out, oh, surprise, it's a video, and then Twitter is playing a video in the middle of my thing. So apparently, I'm a moron for not checking my phone or whatever. No one said anything, but they're all assholes anyway. So, the exes. It was really fun to watch the girls. I say the girls, but it was Holly and Erica, I think is her name. Phil, not Phil. Wow. Stan? I don't remember. Oh, wow, I'm having... Stewart's sister. Haskell is the other guy. Wow, my brain is crazy. I remembered Eden. Maybe because she's hot. The other girl's hot too? But I don't see her name here. I think it's Erica. Whatever. Stewart's sister. They were both going after this doctor, so like it was very interesting seeing them find the lines between the war over him, and what it seemed that they really liked doing is trying to outwit each other. So that's fun. Yeah, I was just trying to see it. So if you are familiar at all with Big Bang, there was a buxom doctor that Leonard dated for a while. She apparently is one of the female leads. So there's that. And I don't remember where I've seen the other guy from. Younger. Apparently this has been going on since like March, so I mean, I don't know. I really wish I could just get like a quick synopsis. That would be lovely. Hey, it's okay, baby. It's okay. Like, whatever happened, you did not like that. So I'm going to close out of those because I don't want them to play. Gaffigan. Super Dad. This was actually a really funny episode because it actually switched the focus to his wife, which the joke in the episode was that the focus was not on his wife when it should have been, so it's kind of funny all on its own to me. So I'm going to leave that up as well. Scream. I've watched up to episode 6 now. The next available is going to be available on 9/11. I would normally say like 11 September, but because it's saying it's 9/11 sitting there staring at me. Man, fluffy cats. I think that's what it is. And episode 10's available. I think. Yeah, because it aired on the first. Apparently, like the latest one's available, and then it has like a month cycle for the rest. It doesn't make any sense. Just let me watch your shit because I can go watch it somewhere else. And I may do that just to catch up if I squeeze the time out here. September 22nd is when Scream Queens comes out. I'm excited. This is a reminder for me to watch, or to figure out, make it or break it, because I don't understand what's going on there. And it hasn't aired since May, so maybe I have watched it, maybe I haven't. I'm trying to work on watching the second season of The Strain, I think. I think Helix. I still have to go back and find Helix somewhere, too. That's interesting. So we'll just set that there. Okay, I think we've covered everything that I'm going to talk about. I'm sorry I've touched my face so bloody much, but it feels like I've got an entire cat in my nostril, and I want it out. So, I'm going to go find the kitties that we're fighting and make them be friends, I think. Thank you for watching if you've gotten this far, and thank you for listening to me ramble about things and stuff and whatnot I've been watching. Hopefully you've been watching them too, and are willing to talk a bit about it. Until next time, I'm Kamurai, and have a nice day. If there's anything else you want to watch from us, check out the annotations, and I'll take you to our other channels.